My name is Ben Montague with Batory Foods. I am the Senior Manager of Data Strategy, and my role here is to facilitate the management of our engineering, data governance, architecture, and other relationships between both our data estate and our business users and analysts. Batory Foods is a bulk food distributor as well as manufacturer and broker in the supply chain space of manufactured ingredients. So we work on anything you'd find on the back of a label as you walk through that grocery store, as well as facilitating specialty blends and co-packing for other larger organizations and smaller to the like. So the business problem that we had as an organization was having so many various sources to gather our truth that defining that one source of truth was really a challenge for us. So when we started setting out on our journey, both with our estate and specifically our master data manager, we had to face the challenges of various sources of truth that we needed to unify into one platform that our organization could leverage in both the more technical elements of what would be an analytics role, as well as a self-service role within our organization and our people, and really help sort of drive the fact in which data is an asset to our organization and not just a random commodity that should be thrown to the side. The MDM solution provided us a more clear understanding of where these sources should be developed. One of the challenges has been our leveraging of other systems within our stack to be reliant upon for master data management. So for us, it was very important to sort of take a more direct approach to recognizing that maybe our enterprise resource program isn't a master data manager, and our warehouse manager isn't a master data manager, and our transportation management isn't master data management. And sort of using the recognition that we need that data quality review, we need that ability to scale out to more hierarchy information and to more direct access to data. And that's where Master Data Manager really fit into that futuristic approach towards scaling the estate to meet the demands of new required analytics and new required application spaces. So we as an organization are very heavily influenced by Microsoft. Microsoft has been important to us in our journey, both in enterprise resource management as well as CRM. And for us, as we were migrating away from Azure Synapse Analytics, Fabric became the solution that made the most sense for us. And in that journey, we were really heavily influenced by the idea that we didn't want to have to engineer a solution and utilize a lot of resources in sort of fitting a square peg in a round hole. And Profisee really fit perfectly into the overall strategy to make it easy to integrate between our Fabric solution and other databases that we have that are very heavily reliant on Microsoft. So with our Profisee environment, where we've really started to take off is in our domains for customers and products. Our particular star schema made it fairly restrictive in our capabilities to leverage that from our bronze to silver to gold layer. So where we are in our project is heavily focused on that restructuring phase. We've been working very heavily on survivorship, especially as we more normalize the data rather than a lot of the structure that we had previously. So our current structure is really built around first developing those data principles and continuing to ingest the data appropriately to subsequently develop those final master data products. So what I've learned as we've gone through this journey is we should have probably taken a little more time to develop a better strategic plan and not taken off on so much all at once. It was a fantastic opportunity to learn. However, in this, it was probably would have been better had we looked a little more domain to domain based rather than trying to bite the whole elephant, and certainly would have been better for us as we kind of try to keep up with documentation. I think that's one of our great challenges that we and many others like us experience is keeping that documentation in flow as we continue to expand in this journey.